Make dovetails in minutes with the MLCS Woodworking Dovetail Jig. It includes everything you need for half-blind dovetails. There's a guide bushing for your router base plate, a 14-degree dovetail router bit, a set of edge guides for routing rabbeted dovetails, the half-blind dovetail template, and the jig itself. You'll install the template in the jig to route half-blind dovetails. But first, mark a line at 19/32 of an inch from the end of a piece of the stock you plan to route. To make dovetails that are perfectly centered in your stock, mark a line at the center of the material's width. You can use this piece as a setup board anytime you want to do dovetails on a piece of stock this width. Now place the template on top of your stock. You'll need to center one of the fingers of the template over the material as shown here. Make a mark at each edge of the template. Check your marks to make sure they're the same distance from the edges of the board. Make adjustments if necessary. Now use a square to extend those marks to the end of the board. Loosen one of the edge guides with a flathead screwdriver. Place your marked stock in the jig with the template on top. Align the marks near the edges of your stock with the template. Butt the edge guide against the stock and screw it in place. Now repeat these steps to adjust the second edge guide. Place a piece of stock in the front clamp and leave about an 1/8 inch of overhang at the top. Put your setup board in the top of the jig and butt it against the vertical stock. Put your template on top and match up the back of the slots with your layout line. Then use the lock nut and brass thumb screw to clamp the template in place. Repeat these steps for the other side of the jig, and now you're ready to insert your stock. Insert your tail boards in the front of the jig and butt them up to the bottom of the template. Now install the dovetail bit in your router. Attach the guide bushing to the router base plate. Set the bit depth to 5/8 of an inch. And now you're ready to route. Put the router on top of the template before turning it on. Make a climb cut and then route the dovetails. Route slowly from left to right. Then remove the pieces from the jig and test the fit. Now put the parts back into the jig and make sure the inside faces are pointing out. Route the remaining dovetails and assemble.